Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is here. It is Wednesday, February 23rd, and it is the finale day for Celebrity Big Brother 3. Yay! Thankfully, we're here. We made it. Whether you're happy with the way it's gone or not, no matter what, you won't have to deal with it tomorrow. If you're still dealing with it, which I am still dealing with it. So, what has gone on since I last talked to you? I talked to you briefly last night, or late in the afternoon, with updates on basically Todd and Lamar's interviews with Sharon from Us Weekly. By the way, Entertainment Weekly does interviews as well. Ross, I can't think of Ross's last name. I can't do too much, and I have never really interacted with Ross, and I've interacted with Sharon a lot. I don't know, starting during the pandemic, I think, I don't remember. Did she watch? She liked, I think she was a fan of, what's this called? I can't think of the name now. A total mind block there at Sequester. Sharon watched Sequester and was talking about that, and I think that's how we kind of initially started talking. Anyways, so that's why I'm always referring to her and stuff. I just have had a little bit of a minimal relationship with her as far as watching Sequester and then Big Brother stuff. So, anyways, so we talked about that. Meanwhile, in the house, not a lot's gone on. I think Todrick doesn't expect to win. I think he probably hopes to win. I don't think he expects to win. I think he's going to be really shocked with how badly he's done with the whole house. Whether he'll see that or not during tonight's show or not is another question. I don't know whether he'll pick up on it. I don't know how much they're going to let the jury let him know, although I think, as Julie said yesterday, every one of the house guests is going to have the opportunity to say something when they cast their vote. And the question is, are they all going to say something that's anti-Todrick, or are they all going to say just fluffy stuff? And I think it varies. I think some of them will choose to just, say something about Big Brother, or maybe say something about Misha. I'm assuming that Misha and Todrick will be the final two. It's completely possible that Cynthia could win by some miracle, although it tends to be it's not going to be a competition of chance tonight. And that was really, to me, the only way that Cynthia could have a chance to have the possibility of winning, is if it was a complete luck. And I don't think it's going to be luck tonight. I think it's going to be a quiz where they have to answer questions, probably game related even. And Cynthia, frankly, just doesn't know what the hell's going on in the game, or didn't for most of the game. So I anticipate it will be Todrick and Misha facing off against each other, and Misha will win. So I think, look, those of us that are tuning into the finale, most of us are tuning in to kind of watch Todrick not win. It's just what it's become. Most people are not happy with the season and the way things went. And so, let's be just honest, we're going to take pleasure in the person who kind of was, in some ways, the cause of a lot of unhappiness to not win, but they are going to get second place. It goes along the lines of, matter of fact, one of Todrick's favorite seasons, Big Brother 19. Actually, what Big Brother... Wait, which one did Paul win to Joshua? The one that Paul lost to Joshua, whichever season that was. Paul's second season. That was the one where we basically took pleasure in Paul not winning. That's kind of how this season's going, at least for me. It's like, I was not happy. I don't really care that Misha's going to win. I'm just going to be more happy that Todrick's not going to win. It is what it is. So, Was there anything major that happened in the house yesterday? No. A lot of talking. A lot of just shooting the breeze and people's opinions about what's going to happen. You know, as I said, I think I said this yesterday, there's not going to be a major, there's not three-parter. It's a one-part competition for the final head of household, and then that person's going to evict one of the other two. So either Todrick or Misha will win part 3, or the final head of household, and then they will immediately kick Cynthia out. She will come out, she will join the rest of the house guests, and they will vote, except for Chris Kattan, who will not be there. We only have an hour to do all of this, and frankly, my guess is CBS will take up at least 15 to 20 minutes of recapping stuff that we don't care about. That's the problem. I think most of us would just, let's bring the cast back. Let's hear them talk about you know, their feelings and everything. But we're going to have to sit through 15 to 20 minutes of recapping of stuff that we just don't care about. But that's TV. CBS doesn't really care about us. So what else? One of the things that was said in the House yesterday that has caught several people, and I retweeted it this morning, was Todrick and I think Misha agreeing with him, saying that people wouldn't want to have the live feeds on before, you know, right at the same time that the show started, like right when the house guests moved on. It's like, yeah, they do. The super fans especially do want to see the feeds the second the show starts, because that's where all of the alliances are formed. That's when things start to happen, and we've had to piece together what the heck happened in that first week. You know, what happened with Mariah and Chris Kirkpatrick. You know, when were these alliances really formed? Who did this? Who did that? You know, these are the things that we don't know still, because we can only go by what they said. So no, that's not accurate, Todrick. We would love, a super fan would love to have the feeds on immediately. So yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I can't wait. Tomorrow it's going to be all over, and we'll have stuff to talk about. But just know that it's interesting that yesterday Chris Kattan posted a picture of himself and Lamar and Carson and Mariah all hanging out together. So, and I've seen pictures of Mariah with former house guests from other seasons. So, with specifically last season, several of the house guests have posted pictures of her with them. So there's been meet and greets and talking, and so she's still obviously invested in the show. Chris Kattan hanging out with Carson and Mariah and Lamar. They're all talking. That's kind of cool that they've been kind of brought together as a group of people. I like that. I like the fact that they're still talking and hanging out a little bit, being as they're from completely different worlds, celebrity worlds. So that's kind of cool. Not for Todrick's benefit, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to wager, guys, that within a week, there will be some major fences mended. The as much as upset as these house guests are right now, I think Todrick will see the error of his ways. But I'm really I'll talk about this stuff tomorrow. I mean, this is just post-show stuff. We'll see it. But I'm letting you know my prediction is that Todrick will do a major mea culpa, you know, a major apology tour. And I don't think he's going to, because he's going to realize that he has to make it look good. And the other, most of the other house guests will also not try to totally ruin his career, because they are all celebrities too. And I think most celebrities appreciate how fleeting being a celebrity can be, and how, you know, you're ruining someone's livelihood. And I have a feeling that most of them aren't going to look to pound Todrick into the ground. So I think if Todrick's smart and immediately starts apologizing and all that, that they will also embrace him, and it will be one, quote, big happy family. That's my guess. So don't expect to get too much satisfaction. The major satisfaction will probably come out of tonight's show, followed quickly by a Todrick apology tour and the other house guests accepting that apology. That's just my guess. All right, so that's what I got for you today. Again, we'll wrap things up probably tomorrow, maybe Friday. If there's more to talk about, we'll have to see. But show's on at 8 o'clock tonight, 1 hour finale. It's going to be fast, especially because, as I said, I really think they're going to fill it the first 15, 20 minutes with just stuff that we don't need to see. But the TV-only viewers may get something out of. I'm not sure. So that's what's up, guys. Hope you're all well. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me again. Really do appreciate it. And we won't do a patron plug right now. Patreon plug, as far as if you want to be a patron, but we'll do a shout out to all my patrons maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow. And thanks again. And by the way, I do have to shout out Iowa Grandma Deb, who was a Periscope fixture. She would constantly drop into my Periscopes, and then when I changed to the other ways I was trying to do last year, she would try to get to those. And obviously I'm not doing live videos right now because I just haven't found anything that works for me. But she still leaves comments on my Spreaker page. And I really can't reply to them because there's no way to reply to comments, but I do get an email every time someone leaves a message on my Spreaker page. And again, Spreaker, Spreaker, is the tool that I use to record these and post these and get these up to all the different podcast channels like iTunes, TuneIn, Spotify, all of those places. That all comes from Spreaker, where I have a subscription that I pay for to do this, which is supported by my patrons. She always leaves, not always, but she's left 3 or 4 comments in the last week on my Spreaker page, and I get an email and I see them, and I appreciate it. So this is a shout out back to you. I hope you're hearing it. And I anticipate at some point today getting an email alert that you have seen it, and thanks. So a little tiny bit. Sorry for that brief minute when I talked to one specific person, but do appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for listening, and I hope you have a good Wednesday. Again, 8 o'clock tonight will be the finale, and then I'll have a bit of a respite, although Big Brother Canada is getting ready to kick off, but I am a TV-only Big Brother Canada viewer, so that will not be taking up as much of my time probably, nor will I be doing carcasts about it. So that's it, guys. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.